So let's get into transformation within Parks and Recreation. So we'll open up the floor to our panelists. Panelists, if you could share some before and after stories or anything emphasizing transformation that took place within your organization. This could be specific challenges that you were facing and how you overcame it, how transitioning to Civic Plus recreation management changed your day-to-day operations, anything like that. So who would like to go first?
I'll start out.
Awesome.
So our old software that we had, it just was not intuitive to use at all. It was very difficult for our participants to find classes, to find what they were looking for. We would have people that would, want to sign up for camps or sports leagues or, whatever it would be, and they just couldn't find what they were looking for in the system. And that was honestly the biggest thing for us looking at Civic Rec's recreation management solution was that it's a very intuitive interface, where, it's almost like Amazon or any of those online shopping stores that we all know and are used to, where you just type in, what you're looking for, type in the name of it. It doesn't have to be exactly what you're looking for, but it'll go to what it'll pull it up on the page, and it's a simple click, sign up for it. There's prompts and add-ons, like there's just a lot of stuff within the software that is so easy to find and so intuitive. We used to have to tell our users how to find classes, like you had to go here and do this and this step and this step. And now nobody, everybody just knows how to do it automatically. So it's been a great transformation for our city.
I love to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really cool. Who else would like to weigh in?
And piggyback off of Nate. First, Taylor, thank you for the opportunity to be on today and to join Parks and Recreation folks. Anytime I get the chance to talk about Parks and Recreation, it's a day made for me. So again, thank you for the opportunity. For us, the transformation to a new software was important and integral to the success of our organization. The city of Mendota Heights really values and prioritizes professionalism within our city. And so having a solution and a platform for our residents to easily get on and register for programs and see what programs we offer and request facilities was huge, kind of piggybacking off of what Nate had to say there. One of the other things for us that was pretty important was I was the only one that could access our old software. And so it's pretty difficult when you have one person in the entire city, and if they're gone, residents really don't get the need to talk to folks in a timely manner like we expect for customer service. So that was very important to us. And then, as Nate said, our residents were able to go on, try out the system and really not have a lot of questions, which we value. We respect questions. We're here to help, but everyone has a better experience when they can easily go on at any time of the day and get the information that they need. So really, from a trainings perspective, being able to have new staff come in and be able to feel confident with the software within a day or two was huge for us as well, going back to that customer service piece. So for us, it really transformed our department and increased the professionalism that our residents have come to respect and enjoy about Mendota Heights.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Evan, did you have anything you wanted to share here?
Yeah, a struggle that we experienced with our old recreation management program that we had used was an issue with it being a completely different web page and landing page and a completely different look from our website. And often residents would get lost in that, confused, wouldn't know that was the registration page. So we were managing a lot of people that needed some direction. But now we've integrated with Civic Rec as a Civic Plus client with our web site. So it's a much easier and more intuitive program. It looks like our web page. It feels like our web page. Navigation is easier. People don't have to to call us to make sure they're on the right web page. They have an understanding. The branding is consistent. So that is one thing that's really helped us a lot. We've also, prior to what we're using now, had a separate component of a software that we had to use for text notifications. And then coming to Civic Plus as recreation management program, we had, the ability to do texting within that. So we're able to consolidate some of those uses and just streamline through one program instead of having to piecemeal our operations with different types of software programs.
We love to hear about vendor consolidation. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing. All right, I think we can move on to our next topic, which is innovation in action. Rachel, I'll let you take it away.
Great, thank you. All right, so moving into innovation and kind of thinking about that. And I do want to encourage everybody that's listening today, if something piques your interest, you have a follow-up question or something around any of these topics, please feel free to put that into the Q&A so that we can bring that to our panelists and they can kind of weigh in on your questions. But kind of moving forward, talking about innovation is crucial in the field of technology, but also in parks and recreation. Our panelists have been doing some really incredible creative things with Civic Plus. So now I just kind of want to open it up to you guys to think about what you've done, maybe that's out of the box. What kind of impact has it had? Are there any unique ways that your organization has been using recreation management that some of the folks that are listening today could maybe benefit from that? So I will turn it over to the panelists to weigh in.
So I can start with that one, if you don't mind. I always say that Mendota Heights is innovative, but at the same time, I feel that our organization really works to make sure that our core functions of our recreation management system are solid. And so that's really what we have focused on, is those core portions of the system. That being said, we are innovative and we do value those changing programs or changing things within the system to try and better ourselves. So we did have an employee a couple months ago come to me and say, why aren't we promoting our free events that are non-registration based on Civic Rec, because that's where people are looking. That's where they go. And if they don't see them there, they may never see them. And so we've actually started putting all of our free events in Civic Rec, even though people are not physically going on and registering. That's kind of our marketing tool a little bit. When they come on and register for pickleball, right, they may see that we have Barktober coming up or Trick or Teen. And so they're like, hey, let's do that as well. So that's been huge for us. The other thing is we had the opportunity about a year ago to move our website vendors, and we actually moved to Civic Plus. And so the capabilities to have our recreation management software working with our city website has been incredible, to see the opportunities that the two really work well together. And so our calendar is another great example of the system really working together, working hand in hand, so that we're not duplicating tasks, but at the same time, our residents are getting all the information that's accurate that they deserve.
Love that. Thank you, Meredith, for sharing that. Two really great examples.